Hey there, this is Miss Jennifer with 4 kids, and I got a great mindfulness art lesson for you guys today. And we're going to be talking about emotions and how to draw them. The cool thing about this is when you learn to identify your emotions, it helps you know what to do next. So you may be feeling angry, maybe you feel a tightness in your stomach and you don't know why. Sometimes that's anxiety or fear. So learning to identify your emotions is very helpful. And then we can take time to think about the reaction that we want to have. So I got a few things to show you here. This is my example of what we're going to do today. And this is something I got offline that shows you different emotions. Now, as an artist, I know a lot about how to draw emotions, so we'll talk about that a little bit. So if you look at the instructions, which I can attach to the show notes, the first thing I'm going to do is draw my border. And I'm just going to go straight with my pen. Now, if you want to work with pencil first, that's fine too. And we are working with pencil and graphite value this month, so that's all we need this time. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my title space here and write with my pen emotions. Now, you don't have to do it exactly like this, but this is what the directions are calling for, so I'm going to go with that. Now I'm going to divide my page in half, bring a little math here, and now I'm going to divide it into thirds. So I have this much space left. So if I just draw 2 lines, then I will have thirds, if that makes sense. So I have 1, 2, 3. So that gives us 6 sections. So when we're talking about social-emotional learning, we learn that there are 6 emotions that we want to be able to identify. So the first one is, you got it. Can you guess what it is? That's right, happy. So when you're happy, what you're going to see, here's one on this one, is that the mouth will go up. And when the mouth goes up, it makes the eyes go up and squinch a little bit, because your cheeks will squinch up and, you know, like this. And then your eyebrows will kind of go up as well. So these are the things that you're going to need to make your figure look happy. So I can go ahead and do a little more here with my face. And basically, does that look happy? I think so. So remember, your mouth goes up, so that makes your cheeks go up. And a lot of times you'll have a little line underneath your eyes here, because everything puffs up because you are happy. Now, if you want to, you can write happy here. You do not have to. You should be able to identify it without writing it. All right, the next one, let's see if we can guess what that is. Oh, yes. So when you are sad, your mouth will go down. And this all has to do with the muscles underneath your face. So your mouth will go down, and that will pull down your cheeks. Okay? So pulls down your cheeks, and it will also pull down your eyes a little bit. Now, please do this with a pencil. That's what I should be doing, but I forgot. Anyway, it will kind of crease up this line in here. Some people who are sad all the time have a crease that's permanent. And your eyebrows will go down this way. And I'm going to go ahead and make him look down, because he's feeling down. And there you go. So remember, mouth goes down, cheeks go down, eyes go down, eyebrows go down. So it's very simple. And you see, it looks sad. So I'll go ahead and write sad. Okay. Feel free to experiment with this by looking in the mirror. Now let's do the next one. Guess what this one is? You got it. This is when you're mad. So when you're mad, it's you're going to go down like this. But you're going to have a different cast to the eye. So you see this goes this way, but this time they're going to go up, and then the eyebrows are going to come down like this. So instead of coming this way, the eyebrows go in, and you will see that this will make it look mad. And this is a very you know when somebody's mad right away. And learning to read facial expressions is very important. So we're going to call this one anger. Okay, we're doing great. Let's see. What do you think this one is? Yes, you're correct. This is what happens when you look afraid. Now, he's got his mouth open. And so sometimes your mouth will fall open because you're breathing in quickly because you feel that fear. And you're like, oh! And your eyes will go wide open like this. Now remember, eyebrows are super important. So this time the eyebrows are going to go way up. And that will be fear. See? You do, and here's the thing. If you draw something and it doesn't look like what you want it to look like, it's good to know these little tricks to make it, because you maybe mean for it to be happy, and maybe you just drew the eyebrows the wrong way and it looks mean instead of sad. So let's see what is the next one. Okay, so this one is a little bit different than usually what you'll find in drawing ones. So this one right here is hurt. So we want to be able to feel when we are hurt. And so again, we're going to have the eyebrows go down. This time the eyes are shut and crying. Right? We all cry sometimes. And we're going to cry out loud. Okay, because we are hurt. And it is a very good thing to cry when you are hurt, because it helps release that energy to express your feelings. So that is how we're going to draw hurt. Ooh, and I don't have much room down here. So I'm going to write it right here. And then finally, this is a cool one too, which is unusual for drawing, but we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to have the eyebrows kind of raising up, and the eyes are going to be all dreamy. Can you guess what this one is? You're right. This one is love. So the mouth is going to be kind of crazy because we're just kind of like, you know, in awe. And we'll have rosy cheeks. Maybe we're blushing. And we'll go ahead and give the eyebrows up here. Okay. And we'll write love. Now, to add our value to these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to round it off inside the boxes to make it look a little more like faces. And then I'm going to add some lights and darks. So if I put a shadow underneath here, it's going to make it look more like it's got some three-dimensionality. So you can do it however you want. Usually you're going to have some on the eyebrows, and here's the cheeks. So I can do a little bit of, you know, rounding of here. And just play around with your value. You don't have to do a whole lot to make it look a little bit more 3D. Now, it is very cartoonish, so you're not going to be able to do but so much. But here, let's go ahead and see if we can make this look a little more lifelike. And this is a good chance for you to practice drawing with value. So think about where, always underneath the lip, there's a little shadow. And sometimes underneath the nose or on the sides of the nose for this part of the face. This part would be definitely colored in. And I didn't really give this one, what do you call it, eyelids. But there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make it round inside here in my little box. Same over here. Now this is a super good project for you to try, because number one, it's going to help with your drawing skills, and number two, it's going to help you with your mindfulness, so you can think about, how is it that I'm feeling? I feel my stomach hurts. You know, is it because you're happy? Is it because you're worried? So a lot of times it will be this one, fear. Sometimes when we're afraid, we get angry, or we feel angry because it seems more powerful to be angry than it does to be afraid. But everybody gets afraid. It's just trying not to react on that fear. That's important. I'm going to color this in. And again, we're going to give it some value here. Make it look a little more 3D. And we are just about finished. So we hope you enjoyed this lesson, learning about facial expressions. And try to maybe go online and find some other facial expressions and think about how you feel when you feel, and maybe begin to identify that within yourself and within your body. And then just try to anchor yourself with your breath so you can decide what you need to do about those feelings. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.